All right, Jay. So we have found ourselves in the middle of a pretty interesting time in the automotive industry.
EVs.
Right. So where I was going to go with that is, and we talked about this on our 100th podcast. If you
Nobody's buying electric cars.
if you haven't, if you don't know what we're talking about, go to our website at partscounterguru.com. There's a podcast tab near the top left. Click on that. And where all fine podcasts are given away for free, you can find your favorite platform, whether that be Spotify, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast. We're on all of them. Just go to the website, click the link, and you'll listen to your heart's content. Okay,
it's awesome stuff.
But
you don't want to miss it.
We talked about EVs on our very first podcast in a sort of, what do you think is going to happen here? And then we just recently recorded our 100th podcast, and we're like, wow, man, do we have any? Even us, we didn't have any idea. And Jay and I are not an EV channel, right? So there's a lot of folks out there like the Teslarati, like, I could just, they go on and on, where they're just EV only. And some of them are just EV specific, like, they're just only going to focus on one manufacturer, I should say. So we've always just sort of been agnostic. We're fans of everything. We sort of just observe and report. It's like not having a favorite sports team, but clearly that's not the case with me. But I digress. This Cadillac Lyriq thing, I watched the event. It was kind of odd. But the thing that really struck me was that it sold. This was for pre-order. So Cadillac did a live stream event. They brought on the Unbox Therapy guy, and Justine. Everybody just calls him the Unbox Therapy guy. So
if you like
Lou,
unboxings,
Lou.
yeah.
Lou, the Unbox Therapy guy.
Yeah.
And Justine. And it was a little weird. Like they got a celebrity chef on, and I'm like, what, are we pre-ordering a car, or am I learning how to make brisket? Like, which is it, right? So,
right.
But 19 minutes. So they did the build up. The whole thing was about 2 hours long. They did the build up to the point when they started taking pre-orders, and then the thing was sold out in 19 minutes.
Yep. Now, here's the thing though. Reserved, $100 down payment.
Same thing that happened with the Bronco.
Right.
Same thing that I'm not sure how much the Corvette was, the C8, but it wasn't a lot.
I think it was I think it was around $1,000 for the Vet. I think it was much higher, but that's still in the scheme of things, $1,000 is, most people have.
If you're going to buy a $100,000 car,
I think you got a grand sitting in the bank somewhere.
And it's refundable, right?
So, but what I thought was interesting was, there's still to this day. I went back and I've looked. GM or Cadillac has not revealed how many sold out. I mean, it could be 300 for all I know. It could be
fair enough, yeah.
Could be 10,000. We don't know because they haven't made that public. But then again, too, anybody can just run out and put a reservation for $100 on something, and it's refundable. So somebody could be doing it just for the kicks. We don't know.
Pre-orders are becoming the way. I mean, look, they did it with the Bronco, and it was sold out. And Rivian's first edition was sold out. And I guess the thing, and you're right. I mean, it could have been 5. I doubt it. Could have been 300. And and they're playing the media. But the point is, and we watch these comments that come across our channel. And thank you guys for your comments.
Appreciate it. Yeah, we do. And good taste, yes.
And there are people that come on and go, man, it's a stupid EV thing, or whatever. And I get it. You know, you're holding on to whatever, but the reality is going to pass you by. You know, I love a good internal combustion engine.
We all do. We all do. I mean, we cut our teeth on the internal combustion engine. That's why we're doing what we do today. That's why our careers crossed paths is because of the love that we both have for vehicles.
Give me a hypercar V12, and yeah, I mean, I'll go.
I'm in there.
But I am telling you, as sure as you know, the Bandit drove a Firebird, right?
That's him.
This is this is the way it's headed. And if you are going to hang on to this whole, internal combustion, if you're going to be an ICE fan, you're going to turn into one of these, well, I'm not very computer literates, because the world's going to move past you. And so, I may have to turn into a collector just to keep some of my internal combustion stuff alive.
Right. No doubt, man. And I know this is heartbreaking for some people that are technicians currently in the industry because, you might think that your job is being taken away from you. But I beg to differ with that. I think that there's going to continue to be a need for you guys.
Yeah, this is not where we're going to stop. This whole lithium battery thing, that the platforms that they're on right now, in the Cadillac case, it's the Ultium.
Right.
They're not. That's not going to be. This is first generation. They will move past that pretty quickly here. We've got to turn a corner with battery technology to be able to do that. Or we go hydrogen. But I just think one way or the other, there's going to be change. So
and speaking of hydrogen, we just released a video about Hyundai over on our YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/Parts Counter Gurus. It's about the hydrogen, the movement, the hydrogen wave. Hyundai has caught on to, and it's quite interesting information. So make sure you go check that out. And again, this is GM's first luxury attempt at an EV. I think it's wise for them to do this because what do you got to do to compete with a Tesla? You got to put something out there that competes with it, man. And
people are so unfazed by the whole Chevy Bolt recall catching fire thing. Same company.
Right. Same company,
everybody. But, I know. It's Ultium. It's not. It's different generation of their
different generation. Those are LG batteries, and they still don't understand. What the
that's the part that concerns me. That don't understand, right? And,
right.
And I know. Different platform. My point is though, people were unfazed enough by that to just go reserve this one.
Right, and it's gone. So the debut edition is completely sold out, is what they're telling us. We don't know when they're going to be available. That still remains to be seen. I think that their goal was 2023.
Correct. Yep.
And so that would mean that production would probably have to start like now through the spring and summer to get them to their customers in September, like we normally see the next year edition launch come. So
to be clear, this is the debut edition.
Correct.
So they're saying that there will be other trim levels available for purchase of the same model year. That remains to be seen, but I kind of think that'll be the case.
Right. And the base, they're saying on the base model Cadillac Lyriq EV, all-electric vehicle, battery vehicle, will be around $60,000, which is kind of common for an EV these days.
Right there in that kind of, upper... Yeah. Like a little bit more than a Model 3, but definitely less than a Model S.
Right, and
the
they're
Mustang
saying that
Mach-E is right there in that price range too.
There.
And we drove that, we reviewed that vehicle, and what did I say, Jay? I said that is the Ford that should have been a Lincoln. That Mach-E is a luxury automobile.
And hey guys, fans, give us a comment about Lincoln. What should they be doing? Because we kind of feel like they've been a little left out over there. Yes, they have some hybrids, but I think that they could seize an opportunity here with a luxury version of that Mach-E. I've already said it. I'm going to give you what I would call it. I would call it the Lincoln Mark-E, right? Playing with the Mach-E, because you had the Lincoln Mark 4, 5, and 6, and 7. Was there a 7 even? But that's, I don't know. Or Mercury, which they killed the Mercury brand. Why wouldn't you call it maybe the Mercury Grand Mark-E?
Mercury Lithium?
Ooh, that might not
we
mix
could
well.
just all right. Now I gotta read some comments. Let us know your ideas in the comments, everybody.
Give us a name on what you think that should be for Lincoln. But anyway, this is pretty cool. I'm excited for Cadillac, but again, let's give this to you in comparison. We'll leave you on this. They have learned, there was some we're not sure how accurate this is, but somebody said there was around 1,500 of those reserved. Okay, but we'll take that with a grain of salt until we get that right from GM, but I'm just telling you, that's what somebody says. But in comparison to some other electric vehicles with the comparable $100 reservation fees, the Tesla Cybertruck got 41,000 reservations in the first day, 250,000 reservations in the first week. The F-150 Lightning got 44,000 in 2 days. The VW ID4 sold a few thousand of its first edition in 8 hours. So they say even though online reservations for the debut editions are full, GM plans to sell additional debut edition Lyriqs through its dealer network, according to the model's website. There you go. What do you think? Is this movement on or what? Did we start talking about EVs at the right time? Yeah.
I hate to say I told you so.
Yeah. We don't make the stuff, man. We don't make it up. It's just happening.
We're just fans of everything with wheels, right?
Right. And on that, we'll leave you on this. If you want to know more about EVs, we guarantee you we will talk about them and gasoline engines as well. So make sure you subscribe before you leave this video and hit that like button so you're notified for the next vid. Okay? Thanks guys.
Everybody.